Hey everybody, it's Dave here from Parts and Restoration. I just wanted to wish everybody out there a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I wanted to shoot a quick video to talk about or recap 2020, a look ahead into 2021, and I just wanted to introduce myself to all of the new members of this great community that we've built here. Um, for those of you who are new here, and there are many of you, my goodness, for some reason, YouTube has decided to promote one of my videos, the Eastwood video where I restore the frame of my Dodge Power Wagon using some of Eastwood's products, has just gone through the roof. It's been out for months, and for some reason, the algorithm has picked this video up and just promoted the heck out of it, and I'm feeling so fortunate about that. But there are several thousand new members, new subscribers to this community, and for those of you who don't really know me, I'm Dave, 32 years old. I am a professional fireman and father of two, a single man for the ladies out there, and I live just outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I was born and raised in Baltimore. My dad had a workshop and a garage, I guess, and spent some time out there with him, learning things. I've learned a lot on my own in the last years, just tinkering. I love taking things apart, putting them back together, fixing broken things. 6 years ago, the only tools I had was basically an IKEA tool set, which everybody knows how terrible that is. And from there, I've restored all kinds of tools and implements for my shop to the point where I feel like I can do just about anything with the tools that I have. Um, all bought secondhand and restored myself, many of which not on video. I didn't start shooting YouTube videos until about maybe a year and a half ago. That sounds right. But here we are today. My YouTube channel has been a nice outlet for me to show some of the work that I've done. As in, my friends encouraged me to start shooting videos and sharing what I do. So look back on 2020. My goodness. So even further than that, let's start at the midway through 2019. I had been living in an apartment after a separation. I was separated from my workshop, which was the basement of my then home in Philadelphia, and I found a commercial building with a footprint about 30 by 60 in South Philadelphia. It was built in 1924, originally as a horse stable. It's got the cool brick walls that you've all seen and love, and I love. I modernized that shop with new electrical, new lighting, and a nice flat new poured concrete floor. And so that's been my shop. At the very beginning of 2020, the floor had just finished curing, and I had brought home an incredible 1920s Chandler and Price Company paper chopper and printing press. And that was going to be the video for the first quarter of 2020. Fast forward to about March 1st, I had just basically, wait a second. I had finally found my dream truck after a year of searching on YouTube, or not YouTube, on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist every single day for a year looking for this truck. And I finally found my dream truck, my 1958 Dodge Power Wagon truck. Now, for those of you not familiar with that vehicle, Google WDX Power Wagon, and you will find the most badass gangster vehicle in the entire planet. It was the first commercially available four-wheel drive pickup truck on the U.S. Auto market. It was inspired by soldiers coming home from World War II who wanted their tough trucks that they had gone across Europe in. And Dodge essentially built out that vehicle and made it smoothed out some of the rough square corners and made it a little more sleek looking. And they created this beautiful 4x4 pickup truck with a giant PTO driven winch coming off the front. This was a do-all truck for a working man, and it's an incredible vehicle, and I own one of them. I have two of them. I have a truck that was savable and a parts truck that I've been harvesting parts off of. Some of the videos are on the channel if you haven't seen those yet, if you're new. And so I've spent the entire year working on that project. 2020 personally has been a little challenging. I've suffered through 2 bouts of COVID. The first of which you can see me when I'm sick working on the Dodge Power Wagon cab removal video. I was sick as a dog when I shot that video. the most recent video, the restoration of the Chrysler 218 engine. I've been sick. Been home on quarantine shooting that video. Um, so 2020 has been rough. It's impacted me personally. Those COVIDs were occupationally acquired, serving the citizens of where I work. So it is what it is. I'm still here. I'm glad to be healthy and kicking. Still kicking. Anyway, 2021. What is in store? Well, the conclusion first of the Dodge Power Wagon build that I'm hoping to have done in by midway through 2020. Additionally, last year I brought home a 1949 Plymouth Special Deluxe four-door sedan. It's got the suicide doors and everything. It's cool as can be. Check out the videos of that on the channel if you haven't already. That vehicle will likely be finished in the first quarter of 2021. I'm not doing as in-depth of a restoration on that. It's going to be kind of a rat rod, a little crusty still, but it's going to be my cool little grocery getter, my commuter, and I can't wait to be driving that car on the regular. I'm additionally, I cannot wait to finish the restoration of my Chandler and Price paper chopper. There's some cool pictures of that on the Instagram if you haven't seen them already. That project abruptly stopped on March 3rd when I brought home those Power Wagons, and I have about 20 minutes of video shot or of edited video footage of that. It's going to be a great video showing the restoration of this super cool old cast iron machine, but it had to stop. I had to do the Power Wagon. I put it off to the side. It's all primed, ready to be reassembled and painted and everything. So look forward to that in the beginning of 2021. Additionally, I'm looking forward to some short projects in 2021. These long, solely focused jobs have been incredibly rewarding, but also very frustrating. And I've experienced significant burnout on these projects or on this Dodge Power Wagon project to the point where I've walked away for several weeks at a time. I'm about a month away from that project at this point, just getting myself some air. Doing 25 plus hours a week in the shop working on that project has been incredibly intense. So that's what's been going on in 2020. 2021 is going to be awesome. Additionally, look forward to some new material on Instagram. If you're not already following along on Instagram, I try and post on there every day. And you can find me on Instagram at Parts and Restoration. You can go right into the URL, www.instagram.com/partsandrestoration. Also, I've been working on a crazy cool podcast. It's called The Restoration Podcast with James, Evan, and Dave. Myself and two of my colleagues are working on bringing you guys tips and talk series about restoration. We're bringing in really cool figures from the YouTube and Instagram restoration community, like guys like Eric from Hand Tool Rescue. We've had on Keith from VintageMachinery.org. It's been an incredible experience shooting this podcast, so definitely check that out anywhere you can find podcasts online. The Restoration Podcast. If you type in restoration on podcast searches, you get like church lady videos like restoration of my soul. So restoration. Anyway, also, if you're looking to support me in other ways, I do have a Patreon. I don't ever push it, but if you want to throw a buck in the hat to help support the channel, you can find me on Patreon under the same name. But really, that's all I got, guys. I wish you guys all Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank God 2020 is over. We're looking forward to a great year in 2021, and I will see you guys around. I missed the button. Dang it. Click.